Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a twin flame reading for my dearest Pisces. Now Pisces, this is going to be a reading where we explore the energy of your connection with your twin, the purpose together in this lifetime, how you guys can grow, what lessons you are meant to learn, how to strengthen your bond and to raise your vibration, and also take a look and see what your twin may be mirroring for you. Okay, so before I get started, I'm just going to ask that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, take a moment to check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards that I'm using, I have them listed and linked in order of appearance. Feel free to leave a comment and don't forget to ring that notification bell. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that my Pisces on a twin flame journey need to hear. What messages do my Pisces need to hear for their highest and greatest good? So we've got justice and we've got death. Ooh, wow. So some of you might be dealing with a Libra or a Scorpio. There may be a second chance. Okay, some of you may have given up on your twin flame on the journey. Maybe it became too difficult. There's possibility here of a second chance, but there may also be resistance to change, to transformation. All right, sometimes we have to let go of. What we need to let go of is exactly what we're clinging on to. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what messages come through for my dear Pisces. All right, your energy is represented by the Ten of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. That's exactly what we want to see here, you guys. The Ten of Swords in reverse is about healing. It's about releasing old karmic wounds, either between you and your twin, or even, from past lives, this lifetime. Your purpose together in this lifetime is the Queen of Swords, okay? And an important lesson that you have to learn in this lifetime, the Magician in reverse. Beautiful, okay? How you can grow from this lesson, the Queen of Cups, excellent. And what your lives will look like after completing this lesson, Seven of Swords. Okay. Look at that. I'm seeing something really beautiful that I want to articulate here with the Seven of Swords. Look at how he's looking at this little child. You're taking power away from that which once took power away from you. So many of you guys, you're doing the shadow work. You're naming your triggers, you're naming your negative experiences, because what I see here is a little pan, is like a little devil energy, and you guys are really looking at it from this place of wisdom and growth and development, and you're seeing that what you can put a name to has less power over you, Pisces. Beautiful energy there. Okay. The next card is something that you can do to strengthen your bond with your twin. All right, you get the High Priestess. That's your energy. A way that you can raise your vibration. Oof, we get a couple cards. These cards love to pop for me. All right, Six of Discs. Ah, very nice. What you're looking for is looking for you, but also an equal give and take. All right, something your twin is mirroring for you, the Hanged Man. Look at all of this Pisces energy coming out in your own reading. Hanged Man in reverse, beautiful. So making steps. So you might have a twin, Pisces. You guys might be a little bit of, your twin might be the one who's reaching out towards you. I get a little bit of an element of like the runner-chaser dynamic. Your twin might have pulled back their energy, but I do see them moving towards you. Okay, or maybe you pulled your energy back and your twin is reaching out to you. All right, and what you can do to help your twin reach their highest potential. We have the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's take a look at the overall energy here. We have the Strength card in reverse. All right, Pisces. So some of you guys, you could be dealing with a Leo, okay? Or you could have Leo in your chart. I'm just going to adjust the camera here. You could have Leo in your chart. or you could just be exhibiting these qualities. So with the Strength card, this to me is solar plexus energy. This might be something that you've been working on that I'm picking up on, or it may be something that you do need to work on. All right, the Strength card in reverse tells me you may have lost confidence either in this connection, or if you've been trying to call in your twin and maybe you've experienced false twin, or somebody who was abusive, or something along those lines, you might be giving up on, ever meeting your twin or being able to. So Spirit is saying to really, really focus on that solar plexus energy. Now remember, if one of our chakras is blocked, it may be affecting the other, or most definitely is affecting the other chakras. Okay, so it's important. Okay, it's important to take a look at what you don't have confidence in, where you might be lacking. And here we have that Death card again. There's an ending. Some of you guys, you may be in separation from your twin with this page, this Knight of Swords energy in reverse. You could be, you guys could not be talking. You could be experiencing confusion because there's been some sort of ending here in your connection. Now, it could be a karmic ending, okay, with somebody that you really did think was your twin, or was it was a very painful ending. And with the Six of Cups, there's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of sorrow. But we have the Divine Masculine coming out in reverse. So again, you could be dealing with somebody who wasn't ready for a commitment or needed to sort of evolve separately. There could have been an ending, is what I'm picking up on with you and your Divine Masculine, or maybe your Divine Masculine and you're experiencing sorrow. All right, confusion. Maybe there's a lack of communication within this connection because of this ending. And I see that, you're not feeling your tip-top self, right? You're not feeling, you don't have the strength, the confidence right now in this connection or in calling in your twin. So your energy here is represented by the Ten of Swords, and we see that playing out in the overall energy, Pisces. You guys are coming to the end of a very difficult cycle, and you're releasing a lot of the poison, trauma, shadowy energy that either has been attached to you or that you've been carrying around from this lifetime or previous lifetimes, from this connection, or some of you guys have been in karmic connections that are playing out right now. And again, you need to be patient with yourself. Remember, you need to tie up loose ends so that you can really get into this energy of finding balance, recalibrating, and getting into that frequency where you can meet your twin. Okay, some of you guys, that's about meeting in the dream space. It's in the 5D, but ultimately, so that you guys can come into union or reconcile here in the 3D. So your purpose together in this lifetime is the Queen of Swords. So look at this. I'm getting that you and your twin, you may mirror each other a lot in this lifetime. You may have had very parallel experiences, even if you guys are from very different backgrounds. For some of you, there might be a bit of an age difference here, at least 5 years or more. But that's not going to be for all of you. Many of you guys, you may have had similar childhoods, and you're working on inner child healing. Okay, you guys might really connect with something about your background or something that you experienced as children. Again, I'm picking up some of you might have the same moon sign, okay? Or, you had the similar, maybe very different experiences as far as like where you were raised or how you were raised, but very similar, perceptions and experiences in childhood. With the Queen of Swords, she's a beautiful energy when she comes out in the upright because she's authentic, she's loyal. Okay, so I do see that there's a lot of loyalty between you and your twin, especially because of what you guys have shared or you will share, sharing that heart space, connecting not only with the crown and the third eye chakra, but really connecting deeply through that heart space. I feel like, there are things that your twin may have told you or may tell you about their experience as they were sort of separate from you, that are shocking, that are almost like these epiphany moments. There's some beautiful signs and synchronicities between you guys that may be unexplainable. Okay, so it could be that you guys have the same, planets in the same positions in your birth chart. I feel like you guys have a lot of, synchronicities between you guys. The Queen of Swords, though, what's beautiful about this is your purpose in this lifetime is to recognize, what you guys have been through, either within this connection, in other connections, in other lifetimes. Some of you guys are going to be doing past life regression, and you might be doing that together. But what I'm seeing here is the Queen of Swords. She's able to detach from that pain and that heartbreak, this Ten of Swords, and release that poison. She recognizes it, or release the, and heal those wounds is what I mean. She's able to recognize it, detach from it, and move forward. And this is a beautiful energy to be in. It's an energy of alignment, okay? And I see you guys coming into alignment, but for some of you, it may be a little bit later in life, okay, is what I'm getting. I'm looking at that Six of Discs, and I also see there's possibly an age difference between you guys. All right, an important lesson that we have to learn in this lifetime, Pisces, is the Magician in reverse. So this is Virgo and Gemini energy. So the time of Mercury retrograde might be very important for you guys. It could be that your connection, that you were brought in, or you will be brought into a union with your twin during a Mercury retrograde. It could be during, like, when it's retrograding in Leo. I did get heavy Scorpio energy. It could have been this past one in Aquarius, but I do feel like there's some sort of importance to a Mercury retrograde. It doesn't have to be even recent. It could be years, years past. But the Magician in reverse is telling me here, some of you might be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini, or have those placements, especially since we have a lot of swords energy coming through. But what I'm seeing here is, with this Magician energy in reverse, the important lesson here is about being truthful and being honest. Now, some of you guys, it could be that this connection had a very sort of passionate start, but somebody here was wearing a false mask. Okay, and I don't feel like it was intentional, because with the Seven of Swords, I'm not seeing that it was, that it was hiding that they were in another connection, or purposefully keeping information from your twin, or vice versa. But what I'm seeing is that somebody here didn't want to scrape the surface. And again, the feelings here in this connection, the triggers run really, really deep. And I feel as if there was some deep wounding here that also somebody didn't want to deal with. The Magician energy is about really healing that. And it's coming into, with this Queen of Swords, it's this place of authenticity. But it's like we have to go there first within ourselves in order to go there with somebody else. And it's funny because I think it was a family member of mine sent me a message. I don't trust anybody that says I love you that doesn't love themselves first. Now, I don't know that I necessarily agree with that, but the energy here is the same. It may have been that there was some work that one of you guys, or both of you, needed to do. You may have met and there were these triggers. That's what I'm getting, this separation. The work that needed to be done so that you could really come into your truth and your authenticity. There's something here about manifestation. Again, some of you as well are learning, especially if you don't know who your twin is in this lifetime and you've been trying to manifest your twin. It's about really releasing any sort of karma and doing the healing work, going into those deep, watery depths of your being and seeing what might be holding you back so that you can come into this high frequency, achieve balance, and call in your twin. And I think there's going to be a lot of revelations and aha moments when you do come into union with your twin. Okay, about why it took so long and what was holding you back here. And it's about, as within, so without. So what's going on in your inner world is going to be expressed and is going to be your perception of the outer world. All right, so how we can grow from this lesson, we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups and, all of this sort of Pisces energy, the High Priestess energy and the Hanged Man energy, but in particular, connecting to the High Priestess, this is an energy of intuition. Many of you guys out there, whether it's coming into union with your twin, whether you guys are meeting in the dream space or on the astral planes, the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess tell me that there's an upgrade here to your third eye chakra, and that you're really understanding the importance of how you and your twin communicate, and that you guys are always connected in the heart space through the third eye and through the crown. So the work that you're doing affects your twin, the thoughts that you're thinking. Remember that your twin loves you unconditionally, no matter what. All right, and this is how you're growing from this. Many of you guys are receiving or have received upgrades to that third eye chakra, but also you guys are starting to love yourselves more, because your twin is also doing that, and also because you're starting to tap into that to the energy of union, of unity consciousness, the love that you guys share that's unconditional, that's always there. You're really starting to see, sense, and feel it and recognize that it's always a part of you. All right. But many of us, again, with this 10 of Swords, what we've been through, the programming, the way we were raised, our previous experiences need to be washed away first. Okay, need to be stripped away in order for us to feel, see, and sense that love of our twin. But I see that happening here at Pisces. I see you loving and nurturing yourselves, loving and nurturing your twin and the connection. All right, so what your lives look like after completing this lesson, the 7 of Swords. So I love this energy because I know I've already been over it, but it's like I want to reiterate it. I feel like Pisces, this is your energy, the wise old man or an old crone, whatever you want to, however you want to take it. And it's the wisdom that you've gained from this experience and from this journey. And what I'm seeing is a little pan, like a little devil energy. So really being able to look at this 10 of Swords, what you've been through, what you've healed, and what you've cleared, after giving it a name, after sitting with it, after leaning into this, integrating the shadow energy, you're not seeing it as the big bad boogeyman, as a monster, as this big menacing thing. You're seeing it for what it is. It's as big as you make it. And many of my Pisces, you're getting a hold on that 10 of Swords. You're releasing that painful energy, that shadow, those shadows, those attachments that you've been holding on and what's been holding you back. But it's because of your empowerment, it's because of your wisdom, and it's because of your growth. All right, so something you guys can do to strengthen your bond, the High Priestess. So Pisces, this is just coming into alignment. This is Virgo energy as well. So you guys could have Virgo in your chart or be dealing with a Virgo. And we have a lot of Leo here as well. But this is about trusting your intuition. The High Priestess is also not going to overly try to control the outcome of a situation. So we see the Magician here, and I feel like these two energies are linked. And in fact, the Magician and the High Priestess, they are a beautiful, magical match. Okay, so if this weren't a twin flame reading, I would say, oh, this is, a divine counterpart situation. What I see is the divine feminine is vibrating very high, the divine masculine, and we see that here in the overall energy. Whether you identify as the divine masculine or the divine feminine, that there may be a period of time, and it may be the current energy, where the masculine isn't quite vibrating at the level that he needs to come into union with his twin, with the feminine, but that the divine feminine is holding space for the masculine here. I'm also seeing here that there's a need to release, control of the outcome, trying to control the how, the when, the where, the why. Overthinking the connection, trying to make it happen on your terms. Remember that we do need two people, that we can only do our work. Okay, we can only, in a relationship or in such a connection such as this, the work that we do on ourselves does affect our twin, but you also have to hold space for your twin to heal and clear their own karma, to do their own healing, okay, to come into their own realizations. So the High Priestess is also relinquishing, surrendering, releasing control to the universe, allowing divine timing to take place. Loving and nurturing yourself, loving and nurturing your connection, no matter what might be going on in the 3D. Now, a way that you can raise your vibration, we have the 6 of Discs. So this is beautiful. So this is a reminder here, you guys, with the 6 of Pentacles, that what you're asking for is going to be gifted to you, or it may have already. And so again, we're learning about this law of attraction. We're learning about getting and tapping into this frequency where we attract what we want and what we need. But a huge part of that is releasing and surrendering control to the universe. The 6 of Discs is also taking a look at anywhere that things might have been imbalanced or unfair. Okay, was your twin overgiving, and were you not open to receiving, or vice versa? Okay, and so for many of you, you may have been in a connection where you were overgiving, and it may be a past connection, a karmic situation, or it could have even been with your twin. And so it's about really pulling your energy back. So it's not about manipulation. It's not about mirroring just for the sake of mirroring, but it's about finding and maintaining this beautiful internal balance. Okay. And this is going to raise your vibration, because remember, your twin will meet you there. Now, something that your twin may be mirroring for you, the Hanged Man energy. So some of you guys, you could be 2 water signs. you and your twin, or again, it's just all of this beautiful Pisces energy that's coming through. The Hanged Man in reverse is about movement. It's about getting an upgrade to the crown chakra, flooding that crown chakra with a new perception. And this new perception, for me, in this card is unity consciousness, that you guys are always together, that your twin is never going to let go of you, has never let go of you, and vice versa. But what I am seeing here is for some of you, you may have been holding on too tightly to a particular connection or to even a karmic situation, trying to control the outcome. Again, I get this real strong energy of surrender and release coming through here. Surrendering and releasing control to the universe. And I do see forward movement. So again, Pisces, some of you may have pulled back your energy and it's your twin who's moving towards you. And for others of you, it's your twin who has pulled back, but you're also allowing them to do the work that they need to do so that you guys can meet in that same frequency. Now, something that you can do to help your twin reach their highest potential. So it's an interesting card because we have the King of Wands in reverse. But, the King of Wands in reverse, in a normal sort of love reading, I would say, this can be an energy of a player, somebody who doesn't want to commit, somebody who doesn't want responsibility. It could be somebody who's, overly focused on their job, okay? But what I'm seeing here with the King of Wands in this position is it's beautiful because it's about you releasing your twin. And it's that release and surrender energy that I'm picking up on. Some of you, you may have been more ready and prepared for commitment than your twin or vice versa. But Spirit's saying there's some internal work that needs to be done. And again, we see the divine feminine in alignment and holding space for the divine masculine who may be a little bit turned upside down. And we see that there with the Strength card. Again, I'm not talking about gender. It could be the energy, right? And the energy of the solar plexus energy, steadying your nerves, doing stuff that's aligned with your integrity. At the end of 2020, we went through this huge, Mars retrograded in Aries, and it was this huge detox and purge of the solar plexus. So our decision making, our love making, our masculine energy, completely being reprogrammed. So for some of you, you're still holding space for the masculine, okay, as he's going through that. And some of you need to release, allow the divine masculine or allow your counterpart, whether they're masculine or feminine, to do the work that they need to do while you continue on your path, holding space for them and trying to stay in your loving presence and maintaining balance, Pisces. So let's go ahead and see what else comes through for you guys from the angels. I like this energy because there's an energy of peace. And some of you guys, the Strength card can also be about releasing the beast within, taming your demons. And I see that there with the Seven of Swords, taking a very truthful and authentic look at what might have been holding you back, or something that you've been carrying around that may have been blocking you from love and unity. And I love how you're seeing it as almost like a harmless child now because you've been able to name it. You're able to sit with it. It's not as scary because you're actually looking straight at it. And it may have been something that you've been avoiding for many years or even lifetimes. So let's go ahead and see what else comes through. All right, so we get support. So you definitely have a lot of divine support here, Pisces, that your angels and your guides to not only do this work as you close out a difficult cycle, but, also that's bringing you and your twin together. There we go. There's that surrender and release card. I knew that was going to come out. Surrender and release. I don't think I have to speak on that anymore. It is about surrendering and releasing attachment to the outcome and controlling the situation. And then we get manifestation, beautiful confirmation here. Many of you guys are working, you're figuring out, you're tapping into the energy that you need to be in, the frequency, the codes that you need to manifest this connection. But it all comes from within. It's about finding your balance and staying in your loving presence. Boom, Pisces, this is awesome. This is a beautiful reading. All right, let's go ahead and see what else comes through for my dear Pisces. All right, so we get warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Yeah, for some of you guys, you're going to realize if you've met your twin in this lifetime or not, that the time that you have spent in separation or not in union was for you to up-level, that there was something that needed to be accomplished. Okay, and that's answering your deepest calling. You guys have been through a lot, that Ten of Swords and the Queen of Swords. It's being echoed here with this warrior woman, and is also a testament to the strength, everything that you guys have been through. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Yeah, there's this dark night of the soul. There's this element of depth to this reading, Pisces, where you guys have had to scrape the bottom, hit rock bottom. Dark night of the soul is looming, or you've just gone through that, or it's something that may have even shaken you to your core. But remember, it's happening for you, not to you. All right, and we get boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Beautiful. So there's that solar plexus energy. Okay, now it could be you or it could be your twin, but there's definitely an element here of solar plexus energy. I do suggest you guys take a look at my Instagram, not just to sort of, I'm not just trying to, you know, to plug myself here, but you know, I just did a little post on an essential oil I was working with for the divine masculine and the solar plexus energy, and it is about setting boundaries. Okay, that's a huge deal. It's a huge component of the solar plexus. All right, and birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And we see that with the Magician card here, you guys. What you think, what you believe, what you imagine is absolutely what you can and are creating. And it's easy to say that left and right. It's easy to say that until we're blue in the face, but to actually apply that, Pisces, so much more difficult. And sometimes, and it takes practice, because there might be old fears or hurts or programming that comes up to be purged, okay, in the meantime. So we get devote. I love that. Number 21. So for some of you guys, I do see that somebody is, not somebody, that your twin is going to be moving towards you. They're making an offering, and I'm seeing that it's coming after a pullback of energy. You may feel this, you may experience this in the 3D where your twin reaches out to you in the next couple of weeks after you see or hear this reading. But for others of you, it may be just reaching out in that, you know, in that mental space, through telepathy, through dreams. Okay, so if you start dreaming of your twin, or if you don't know who they are, but you start to see and sense and feel their presence, what I'm seeing is the stars are aligning, but there's a need for patience. And devotion is an interesting energy because it's about what do you devote your time to doing. Many of my Pisces, there's a separation period here for you, either before you meet them for the first time in this lifetime, or if there's, you know, if it's a reconciliation where it's about you devoting yourself to your highest calling. What is it that you're supposed to do? It's also about paying attention to the words that you use, you know, the thoughts that you think, and your imagination. Okay, what is it that you're truly devoted to? Is it love? Okay, or do you see that anxiety and that fear creeping in, or those, you know, that old programming that tells you you don't deserve this, or this doesn't happen for you? All right, celebrate growth and breakthroughs. Absolutely. So look at this. There's something huge happening here for you guys in your twin flame journey, Pisces. I love this energy for you. There's something here you're going to celebrate. And for some of you guys, you know, and I see not only you, but I see your spiritual team celebrating this breakthrough. And for some of you, it's not just as simple. It's nothing small, but it's something that you've been carrying around with you that's held you back. And whether it's an addiction, whether it's a way of thinking, whether it's self-sabotage, or maybe it's a fear, a childhood fear. I see you overcoming that. I just love that energy there of you being the wise old man, looking at something that has really kind of held you back for so long. It could be a person, it could be a connection, a belief, a behavior, and it's no longer scary. In fact, you have control and power over it. All right, Pisces, so let's see what else comes through. So we see Theta of Venus. So 25 might be an important number for you guys, and it also breaks down to a 7. So I love this Venusian energy coming through for you guys. I'm going to read from the book. This is Alana Fairchild's White Light Oracle. And the message of this card is: attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame. And that's what I feel like he's looking at, okay? That this little pan, this little tiny devil energy, you know, these are the frequencies of judgment, fear, doubt, or shame that have been within you. but you're not giving them a foothold in your heart. You're ready for higher understanding. There's that crown chakra upgrade, that high priestess energy, and also the lesson that you're learning through the magician. To see things in a new and more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual life path. Answering your own calling. Many of you guys are coming into the truth of your soul's purpose. Okay, and again, that may have been something that you realized that time apart from your person, from your twin, was necessary. Okay, because this is work that needed to be done. This was healing that needed to be done. For others of you, doing this work is bringing you into union with your twin, and that's also aligning you with your soul's path. Beautiful energy here, Pisces. Okay. I love Venusian energy. So we get spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. I love that. Look at that. And I love how they're on that little tiny boat and under the moon. That little lantern. Some of you guys, absolutely, this is a reconciliation here in the 3D. But for many of you guys, it's not. For many of you guys, it's spending time together in that meditative space. I love it. Okay. The union of hearts, a love connection that defies explanation. Beautiful, Pisces. 28 breaks down to a 10. So 10s, there is some sort of completion taking place, whether it's a karmic completion, but it's moving you towards union, this union of hearts. And it's grounded, it's stable, and it's like together, there's no hurricane or storm that it might blow some leaves off, but it will never fell those trees or that connection. All right, and then we get spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Of course it does. 27 breaking down to a 9. 27 might be an important number for some of you. All right, so at the bottom of the deck here, we have be willing to express love. Express love to receive love. I see that this is something that your twin is mirroring for you. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. Woo, as things are falling off my desk. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.